evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dalsan TV English News Bulletin. I'm Ifrah Noor. Now let's have a look at the top stories that are making the headlines for the day. President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud to travel to Ethiopia amid diplomatic row over Ethiopia's agreement with Somaliland. Somali army kills 7 Al-Shabaab leaders in Middle Shabelle operation. Mogadishu authorities ban masks and weapons, citing security concerns. And finally, Mogadishu hosts 6th National Judges Forum to address judicial system challenges. Welcome back, dear viewers. Now let's delve into the full bulletin. Somalia's President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud announced on Wednesday his upcoming travel to Ethiopia to attend 3 summits with African heads of state amid an ongoing diplomatic tension between the two countries. Our reporter has more on this story.
Somalia President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud has confirmed his participation in the upcoming 37th Summit of the Heads of States of the African Union in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, which will occur from 17 to 18 February 2024. President Mohamud said that he will lead a high-level delegation to attend African Union Summit and 2 other significant meetings by Intergovernmental Authority on Development (IGAD) and the East African Community (EAC) in Addis Ababa.
oo qaar laga goosto waxaas waa riyo aanan soconaynin hore waa u sheegnay haddana mowqifkeena mar walba waa meeshaas farintaas ayaan caalamka meel kasta joogan aan la wadaagayna horena u la wadaagnay laakiin shirarkaas oo Soomaaliya ay xubin ka tahay waajibna ay ku tahay inay ka qayb gasho ayaan ka qayb galaynaa guulo iyo muxuu ahaa diblomaasiyad xoog leh ayaan ka rajaynaynaa guud ahaan dalka Soomaaliya waa dal muddo dheer dhibaato iyo duruufo adag ku soo jiray oo hal subax wixii laga baxla arkay laakiin meel fiican ayuu u socdaa dawladda federaalka shaqadeeda waa fiican tahay dawlad goboleedyadu shaqadooda aad iyo aad ayay u fiican tahay cilaaqaadka dawlad.
Somalia rejected a port deal agreement signed between the breakaway region of Somaliland and Ethiopia, allowing the latter to use a major port with access to the Red Sea in return for recognition as an independent state. The Horn of Africa nation termed the deal illegal and unworkable, warning Ethiopia against any attempts to violating its unity, independence, and territorial integrity. Since the signing of the MOU in January, tensions have been growing between the two neighboring countries.
The Banaadir Regional Authority in Mogadishu, Somalia, has implemented a ban on the wearing of masks and carrying of weapons in public transport. The decision comes as a response to security concerns, with the authority citing the misuse of masks for criminal activities and identity concealment. Our reporter has more on this story.
The Banaadir Regional Authority has implemented a ban on wearing masks and carrying weapons in public transport within Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia. The decision comes as a response to security concerns, with the authority stating that masks were being misused to conceal identities and facilitate criminal activities. Salah Dere, the spokesperson for the regional authority, explained that the ban on masks is due to the absence of COVID-19 outbreak in the country, as mask wearing could now be perceived as an attempt to excuse oneself to avoid detection by security forces. Additionally, the wearing of hats, except for traditional Sunnah hats worn by elders, has also been outlawed, as hats are often associated with attempts to conceal one's identity. The ban, however, excludes religious caps. The directive was issued during a recent security meeting in Mogadishu, chaired by President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud. The decision aims to enhance public safety and security within. In previous efforts to combat insecurity, Somalia's security agencies had encouraged businesses in Mogadishu to install security cameras. However, some shop owners reported receiving anonymous calls from individuals claiming to be associated with the Al-Shabaab, a militant group, warning them against Al-Shabaab installing the cameras. The militants allegedly feared that the presence of security cameras would aid in identifying their members. The ban on masks and weapons on public transport is part of the ongoing efforts by the Banaadir Regional Authority to maintain security and mitigate potential threats within Mogadishu. It reflects a comprehensive approach to address security concerns and ensure the safety of the residents and visitors alike.
In a coordinated military operation supported by international partners, Somali army forces successfully eliminated 7 Al-Shabaab leaders and other militants in the Middle Shabelle region. The operation, centered in the village of Ungunji near Janale, targeted significant figures within the extremist group. Our reporter has more on this story.
In a joint military operation supported by international partners, Somali army forces successfully neutralized 7 Al-Shabaab leaders and other militants in the Middle Shabelle region. The operation, conducted in the village of Ugunji near the town of Janale, targeted key figures within the extremist group. According to reports from Somali national television, among those killed in the operation were Osama and Adnan, the leader and deputy leader respectively, of Al-Shabaab in the Ugunji area. Osama was also responsible for registering individuals involved in extortion, while Adnan held a prominent position within the militia. This military operation comes shortly after an Al-Shabaab attack on the General Gordon military base in Mogadishu, resulting in the deaths of 4 Emirati troops and a Bahraini military officer. The recent offensive signifies the resolve of the Somali National Army, with support from international allies, to combat and dismantle the Al-Shabaab. Al-Shabaab, meaning the youth in Arabic, emerged during a period of anarchy in Somalia following the civil war in 1991. Once holding control over Mogadishu, the group was gradually pushed out of the capital by an African Union (AU)-led force, backed by the United States and other nations. However, Al-Shabaab remains a formidable threat, engaging in ongoing clashes with the federal government of Somalia and the AU-mandated peacekeeping mission.
And for our last story, the 6th National Judges Forum has commenced in Mogadishu, bringing together stakeholders from the judiciary, executive and law enforcement to address the challenges and achievements faced by Somalia's judicial system. The forum serves as a vital platform for assessing, progressing, exchanging ideas, and shaping the future of the country's judiciary. Our reporter has more on this story.
The 6th National Judges Forum commenced in Mogadishu, gathering stakeholders from the judiciary, executive, and law enforcement to discuss the accomplishments and obstacles facing Somalia's judicial system. This pivotal event serves as a platform for assessing progress, exchanging ideas, and shaping the future of the country's judiciary. It highlights significance of collaboration and coordination among government institutions, crucial for advancing judicial reforms and upholding the rule of law. Diverse topics within Somalia's judicial landscape took center stage during the forum. Participants engaged in discussions on enhancing access to justice, strengthening the independence and integrity of the judiciary, and improving the efficiency and effectiveness of legal processes. Representatives from the judiciary underscored the remarkable strides made in recent years to modernize and reform the judicial system. They highlighted the implementation of legal reforms aimed at promoting transparency and accountability. However, challenges persist within the system, including resource constraints, capacity building needs, and security concerns in certain regions. Participants emphasized the importance of targeted interventions and strategic partnerships with international organizations and donor agencies to address these challenges effectively. The forum provides a valuable opportunity for stakeholders to share best practices, lessons learned, and innovative approaches in tackling common challenges. It fosters dialogue and consensus building among key actors in the justice sector, further advancing the rule of law agenda in Somalia.
Dear viewers, kindly stay connected to Dalsan TV platforms for more updates and news, and we wish you a lovely evening.